I mean, this is pretty much going how we all thought it would. If you hang in for a moment, we'll talk about how they released 60 billion, 60 billion, yeah, get out of here, 60 million barrels of oil from the reserve, where we're at on gas prices, what this means for national security, inflation, and where we're going. Yeah, I drove by the pump this morning and saw diesel was up to 430. I just spent about 150 bucks a day or two ago to fill my tank up, and it's gone up since then. Then I saw oil is up to 111, so I'm like, here we go. I'll be paying 450 plus for diesel, probably $5 for premium. That's how it's looking right now, anyways. But what I read this morning was that we released the 60 million barrels, and the markets didn't like that because it's not enough to really put a dent into things. And I'm going off crude math here, no pun intended, crude. Um, I think we use like 20 million barrels a day or something like that. And I want to say we import about half of that. So, you know, what's 60 million barrels getting released really going to do? A short-term blip to bring down some of the high peaks over the next week or two, and then that's it. Like we're right back at it. And I'm kind of torn on this because the whole part of strategic reserve in my mind is that's our backup plan. That's plan B. That's we go to a war, which, whoa, we're kind of in a war right now. Or there's a natural catastrophe. There's something else going on that this is our safety net. And, maybe, I don't study this stuff because I don't care that much, but maybe the whole point of strategic reserves was to help combat high gas prices. But in my mind, I thought we used it for times when things, oil pipeline got screwed up or something, or we get a cyber attack and it shuts down a pipeline. Something where there's a catastrophe that means we go to the reserves on, not to bring down prices. So I got two things right now. A, it's really not going to do anything for prices, and then B, at a time of war, we're burning up reserves. And to me, this is a time when we should be stockpiling it because we're buying oil from Russia right now. Um, Maybe you agree or disagree, but I understand the prices hurt right now. But at what cost if we're going to drain our reserves, knowing that we're in a war, there's talks of a potential world war, nuclear war. We're fighting with someone that we're buying energy from, that the world buys energy from. I just don't know if this is the time to be blowing our reserves. Um, we're a couple, cyber attacks away from having $10 gas, and that's not a good feeling. It's yeah, let's pay a little bit more for gas, and it's going to hurt in the short term. Just knowing that we have that safety net out there, and then we got the issues of inflation. Look, oil goes up, fertilizer prices go up. Every form of transportation goes up. Your groceries are on a big rig truck, semi truck. Those prices, everything goes up. Airlines go up, cruises go up. Every single thing just goes up. We're already dealing with crazy high inflation. This is only compounding it once again. So everywhere you look, we're just kind of screwed right now. It makes you wonder. I keep going back. If you saw my other episodes on Russia, you look at how the whole world is shunning them. He knew the sanctions were coming. He probably calculated all this stuff in. So what is he trying to gain that's worth it? Or is there some bigger plan here that we don't know? Maybe he wants to drag us into a world war. He knew the world was already kind of weak because of COVID. He knew the world already had supply chain issues and energy issues and inflation issues. Now is the time to just really stress everybody. So it's like, when you don't know what the end game is here, let's not blow our oil reserves. Like, we got a lot of pain coming ahead in the next 9 months. Another series I've been doing, I ordered a truck back in September. So going on 6, 7 months, no word on when that's going to get built. There's a massive amount of semiconductor issues going on. I tried finding a very popular Cummins generator for RVs for me to get one right now. They're quoting 20 weeks if I'm lucky. We have supply chain issues still, significant supply chain, manufacturing, industrial issues. I can't imagine inflation's going to get any better anytime soon. They're talking about who knows how many rate hikes that are coming, and I'm thinking they're not going to be just 25 basis points. You're going to have some bigger raises in there. We got a tough 9 months ahead of us, right? 9-10 months. So I say hang on, be cautious, see what happens. Oil seems like it's going to keep going up for the moment, and I'm always thinking safety. I'm thinking long-term viability. This world's a crazy place. There's a lot of bad actors out there. We got to be able to survive a war and cyber attacks and natural disasters. And what if COVID comes back strong again? What if the economy crashes? We have to get through all this. And we have to have some kind of safety net. So, and again, what's the point of releasing 60 million barrels? We burn 20 every day. Short-term blip. They did that before, not too long ago. It beat prices down for a moment. And then boom, we're right back at it. So, when I'm, reading online, bring whatever the hell the pipeline is they shut down, the Keystone XL. Like, why the hell are we buying oil from Russia right now? If we have a pipeline that can pretty much replace the amount of oil we're buying from Russia. I am no geopolitical energy expert, but you think at a time of war, why the hell, we'll sanction them, we'll do everything in the world to fight against them as a proxy through Ukraine, but we'll still buy your energy? This is the most toxic relationship you've ever seen. Get that pipeline flowing again, or go find somewhere else to offset your energy right now. But from what I just read, it seems like we import half of our oil every day. Get the damn pipeline going, or come up with a different solution. I saw the White House presser, and they were talking about, bringing the pipeline back up or whatever. And Jen's response was, we're still focused on green energy, which, I'm down for that too, but I've done other episodes where, electric cars just they're not affordable for people where I came from, which was, we were broke, working class people. Father worked in a steel factory. We didn't have the kind of money to afford these electric cars right now. And then, God forbid, you buy one of these used one and the battery pack goes bad and it's $20,000. Who the hell in my neighborhood had $20,000 sitting around? The electric cars are not viable probably for 80% of America right now. And it's a long ways away before they will be. So, yeah, you're going to have to figure something else out other than say we're going to push, green energy, sustainable energy to help combat oil prices. It sounds cool for the Facebook software engineer that makes $250,000 a year and they can go buy a Tesla. That's not so good for the people in my neighborhood that were, wrenching on cards at a Ford dealer. It's not an option. So I'm looking for solutions right now, and I don't see any solutions. There's no one talking solutions. Releasing oil from the reserves is not a solution. Rate hikes, for the inflation anyways. It's going to help, but if you look at the inflation of the 70s and early 80s, it took years of rate hikes to start getting inflation to come down. And then it took years for those rate hikes to come down. Are we just going to, throw in a couple 25 basis point raises in 2022 and knock all this inflation down? It doesn't seem that way. A world war might knock it down. Stock market crash might knock it down. So I don't know. Hang on tight. We got some steep oil prices coming. That's not going away. Inflation's probably going to get worse, and then who knows. But anyways, if you have some thoughts, or if you want to correct something, because I'm not out here doing mad research all day on this stuff. I just kind of comment on what's going on in the world. Drop a comment below. Oh, crap. Right here. Natural gas prices spiked nearly 40%. All other trickle-down effects. We start looking at natural gas, propane. Thank God we're going into summer because a lot of people still use diesel for heating oil, fuel oil. Yeah, we got some tough roads ahead. But anyways, drop a comment, and then I'll catch you on the next one.